ahead and get started. Let's jump in to today's topic, Friday's chat. I'm going to start using the hashtag JMCC Live. That's Jackie Mitchell Career Consulting Live in both places, Facebook and on Instagram. Instagram is there. Shout out to Instagram. Facebook is here. Hello, everyone on Facebook. And if you're watching this on the replay, hello. I would love for you to join us live. I will be doing these every Friday. I'm committing for the next 3 months at least, every Friday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am in sunny South Florida. For those who know where Fort Lauderdale is, I am just west of that. And it is a beautiful day outside. So awesome. So let's jump into the topic. So this topic, stop searching for dream jobs. Stop searching for your dream jobs. Where does that come from? And why did I, thank you, Shawnee. Why did I call it that? Why am I saying that? Where does that come from? So I am Jackie Mitchell, your career consultant, and I work with and help professional women who are early to mid-career as well, professionals who are looking for a new opportunity, looking to prepare for their promotions, and 3, to help them along in their day-to-day challenges in their career. So basically, on an overall scale, we do a lot of things, but on an overall landscape, it's helping people to prepare within their careers, helping them to prepare and helping them solve their career issues. That is what I do. I work with women, primarily professional women who are early to mid-career and are looking to advance their career and ascend to all types of heights in their career. So very interesting, this topic, because I don't necessarily follow the rules. Things have worked out for me because I am very strategic. And for those who are new to me and new to JMCC, Jackie Mitchell Career Consulting, my background has been in project management, program management at an executive level. I've worked over 20 years in helping companies, mainly in merger and acquisition type programs and initiatives. It ended up that way. I ascended to that very interesting career path, but we can talk about that on another time. But my interactions within my career has been with those at the C-level executives, VPs, different things like that. And I learned so much from them, and I was able to do a lot of things that I was able to do in my career. Went from a full-time employee to a consultant, and been consulting for well over 7 years in the IT space. So I have a tech background. My degrees are in tech. I have a tech background. So I am coming from this not as a recruiter, not as as someone who works in recruitment or HR. I am coming from someone who hires, who have hired teams. I've built teams. I've worked with executives very closely, know what they're looking for, know what mainly their pain points are, and how they choose to work, who they choose to work with, and how they choose people. I've sat in rooms that I never thought I would sit in. I've been at tables that I never thought I'd sit at, and my voice was heard. I was able to talk and propose solutions and work with them. So I'm coming from that background. For those who don't know and understand, I'm coming from the background of I'm in there, I have done this, this is what works. So with that said, our topic, stop searching for dream jobs. That comes from, table is shaking. Okay, so that comes from conversations that I've heard, have had and have heard, and things that I read online, career advice that I read online that sometimes is like, really, if you want to do certain things, if you want to be in certain places, you have to do certain things. And you have to really be mindful of who you're getting your information from, and who you're getting your information from, and the type of information. And you want to vet it out. You can vet me Find me on LinkedIn, Jacqueline Mitchell. You can see it all on LinkedIn. I am an open book there. You can see the companies that I've worked with, companies that I've worked for, projects that I've worked on, different things like that, and as well recommendations from those in those positions. So I'm not bullshitting you. I know what I'm talking about when I say what I say. So with that being said, topic, stop looking for your dream job. I say that because a lot of times when people set out or they're saying, oh, I'm looking for this dream job, I'm going to do, I want this thing, I want that thing, they're just looking at the surface. They're looking at the surface. Oh, okay, they have a list of wants, what they want. They want great pay. We all want great compensation. We want great benefits. We all want great benefits. We want the ability to work from home. Prior to COVID, a lot of people wanted the ability to work remotely. That was one of the top things that I heard from a lot of my clients. They want stock options. They want, the flexibility to come and go as they please. All of these different things, very surface level. Very surface level. That constitutes dream job. So that's why I say don't search for dream jobs, because you can get all of that on a platter and more. But what happens when you go into this dream job? You've gotten the dream job. You go in. And after a month, you're miserable because there are things that you didn't know. You've walked into a situation that you were blinded to because you were just looking at the dream. You were looking at everything that they sold you because they needed to get someone in. They were desperate to get someone in. And now you're in and you're like, holy. And so for those who don't know, I do have a potty mouth a little bit, so I'll try to tame it. So, you go in and it's like the dream has turned into a nightmare. That is not always the case, but a lot of times I have seen that. I'm going to speak from my experience in working with my clients, people who have come to me who went down that route. And I'll ask them, hey, do you know about this? Did you find out about that? Or they'll tell me a situation and I'll ask them, what did you ask during the interview? And they'll tell me, and it's surface level. A lot of it is surface level. So when I say stop searching for your dream job, I mean, stop searching for those things that are just at the surface. They look really pretty. Everything that glitters is not gold. Now, what I will say, not every place is bullshit. And I get that. Not everything is bullshit. Not everyone will sell you, a dream and then you get in and it's not what you want. It's not what you wanted. What you want to do and to get out of that mindset. And for those who are new, I talk a lot about mindset. Yes, I'm a career coach and we talk, we work on tactical tools and strategies, but it all starts with your mindset and how you're approaching different things, how you are approaching your job search, how you are approaching your career, and how you are showing up in your career. So, dream job. I don't work around dream jobs. I don't help clients prepare for dream jobs. My goal, my mission, what I do is help people prepare for their next career. And I'm going to quantify that, for their next ideal career. And when they're in work, working in their careers, helping them succeed, helping them get over those career challenges, the challenges with managers, challenges with imposter syndrome, and a slew of challenges that plague us as women, because I mainly work with women. I do have some men in my practice, but I do mainly work with women. So the main thing that I work with people on is really finding out what's ideal for you. And this is going to sound strange and odd. And I know a few times when I work with clients and they're coming in new, I'll say, a lot of what we're going to do is we're going to relate it. And the analogy will be as if you're approaching a relationship. Because if you think about it, having a career or working with people, and you'll hear me say working with rather than working for, because that is another topic. And I more than likely will do that topic next week, working for someone versus working with them. Different mindset. And again, a lot of this is mindset. So when people work with me, when they come in, it's a lot of analogies that I give is based on relationships, because this is a relationship. You are entering a relationship. You are having a relationship, a professional relationship, obviously. So if you think about how you go about dating, if you will, or if you're married, how you went about dating, how you have a relationship with someone, and not just a personal private relationship, but just relationships in general. What do your relationships look like? How do you vet people? How do you know if, I'm giving effort, are they giving effort? Do I match their effort? Am I giving too much? Different things like that. So when you're approaching your job search, so I'm going to now kind of slow down a little bit, because sometimes I'm very passionate about these topics, because I see so much that does not work, and I see some really shitty advice. This is just another perspective. So if you are looking for a job and you're looking for something that is fulfilling and satisfying, I don't know what's happening here. If you're looking for something that is fulfilling or satisfying, that paused a little bit, but if you're looking for something that is fulfilling or satisfying, you want to go deeper with your questions. And specifically for those looking for a job or looking for their next career opportunity, that's another topic, job versus career. You should know the difference, right? If your career opportunity, if you're looking for your next opportunity, you want to look for what's ideal for you. Again, if you take it back to relationship, what's ideal for me? It doesn't have to be perfect, because there is no perfection. There's no such thing. But what is ideal for me? What you want to do is really think about what will work for you and your situation. What are the things that align to your values? So I have a list of things to do instead of looking for your dream job and looking for things that are just, the flashy lights, everything that looks great. And when you get in, it's not what you think. It's really about your approach when you're interviewing and how you interview. A lot of people do not realize that you can pretty much ask anything you want in an interview. Do not take the interview or walk into an interview thinking I am there for them to interview me. Biggest mistake that people make. You're there to vet them. And I'm going to even dare say, are they worthy of your talents, your expertise, your skills? You need to vet them. How do you do that? You're asking questions. You're having a conversation. You're sitting at the table having a conversation. So your mindset changes. Your mindset shifts way before you get into your interview. And that is a lot of what I help my clients who are down that journey, down that path in searching for a new career opportunity. It's how we think about ourselves, how we value ourselves. How much do we really know about the value we bring? When those things are front and center, you approach your interviews very differently. Right? You approach looking for these positions very differently, because now you're looking at it from a different angle with a different lens, right? You're looking at it as, what are the solutions that I bring? What can I solve for them? And what can they offer me at a deeper level, right? So what you want to do is think about the way you're going about your interviews. And I'm going to keep saying that because it really is a fact-finding mission. You want to know about the manager that you will be reporting to. You really want to have a good conversation with them about what it is, how they manage, and just there's really specific strategic questions that you want to ask them. So you want to dive deep and not be afraid to ask those questions. Why? Because that is somebody that you will be spending a lot of time with. You will have a relationship with them. You'll have a professional relationship with them. So you want to know about them. Take the time in the interview to learn more about them and what they need, and if they're a fit for you, not if you're a fit for them specifically, but if they're a fit for you. So that's one thing. The other thing, it kind of goes back to it, is it's really controlling the interview, right? And that may sound odd, but when you go into that interview and knowing that this is a fact-finding mission for me, you're pretty much controlling that interview. And how do you control that interview? It's in the questions that you ask. It's in the conversation that you're having. It's in knowing that you know your stuff, you know your experience, you know that you have really good experience, and you know that you could do the job, right? And so you're going in there and you're interviewing them. You turn the tables and you're interviewing them, and you're engaging in a conversation, not the other way around. You're engaging in a conversation, right? The next thing is asking the tough questions. You know, you want to ask questions that really makes them think, and it leaves them with the impression that, hey, this person is really, they really know what they're talking about. This person is a strategic thinker. This person can bring a lot to the table. I like how they think. Once they like how you think and like how you interact, that's a win for you. That is a quick win. And you get those wins very early on in the interview, because that, my friends, will help in the negotiation process when you ultimately are offered the position, because they're thinking about all of those different things, how you interviewed and how well they believe you can solve their problems, right? The other thing you want to do is, and I just mentioned this, so it's just kind of going a little deeper into it, and I'm looking down because I make notes. I do not do things off the top of my head. One really quick second. Perfect. Okay, sorry guys. And so what did I leave off? Are you a fit for them? I feel like something is on my lips. Are they a fit for you? Sorry, are they a fit for you? That's all we've been talking about, really, right? And so you want to, again, it's a fact-finding mission. Are they a fit for you? Are they a fit for you? You're going to ask them different questions. You're going to ask them, you're not going to Google the standard question. You want to know what works for you. You want to know what's the perfect manager for you, the ideal manager for you. When you know those things, you're going to start asking questions along those lines. Again, think of it as a relationship. Think of it as a first date. If you really want to get down to it, think of it as a first date. What are the questions that I would ask? But you have to be confident. So not like a first date where you're just sitting there and you're not really saying much, but a first date where you're asking questions and not necessarily drilling, but you're personable, you're engaging, you're talking, you're asking the open-ended questions so that you can hear what they say and hear what they don't say as well. Again, you can ask anything you really want to know in an interview. I have even asked the question, and this may sound crazy. I'm trying to remember how I asked it, but the question basically was, are you a micromanager? I asked that I forgot how I asked that. I needed to think about that, but that was the question that I wanted to know, because I don't work well with people who are on top of me managing everything that I'm doing. Can't work that way. So I want to know, are they a micromanager? I ask about the team. How is it working with the team? He even ask if there are problems within the team and on the team. They may not answer you directly, but you can pretty much tell just by how they say what they say, the inflection, and if they're, if there's a little bit of hesitancy, you can tell. You want to look for red flags and not. Okay. You want to look for red flags and not ignore the red flags. Again, relationship. Do not ignore the red flags. This is why I say stop searching for your dream job, because when you search for your dream job and you go on the interview with your this is my dream job, you are not going to look for red flags. And I'm not saying create problems where there are no problems. I'm saying you want to be mindful. Why? Because typically you're going to spend a lot of time in this position on a daily basis. So you want to know what you're walking into. You have to do the due diligence in asking the questions. So this is really about how you approach the job search, your career search, your ideal career search. It's about knowing what is ideal for you and moving in that direction. Last two things I want to say in not looking for your dream job, but looking for your ideal job. I just mentioned this. Is this someone I want to work with? When you're interviewing with a hiring manager, someone that you would be reporting directly to, you have to think in your mind, is this someone that I could work with? Look out for red flags with that, because if you can't work with a micromanager and this person is telling you about a situation on the team and you could kind of tell, you're micromanaging, what makes you think that they're going to do anything differently with you? Look for red flags when they're talking about the team, when they're talking about what they're looking for, how they're talking about it, and different things like that. And lastly, it just all ties it together. What are my must-haves in order for me to give them my time and effort? What should I be getting? And those are some of the things at the surface level, but even deeper than that. What are the things, not just the benefits and salary and those things, but what are the things that will keep me motivated on a daily basis? Do I need to work with someone who is motivational? Do I need to work with someone who can help me advance my career? Do I need to work with someone who is a little bit more hands-on? Do I need to work with someone who can train me in certain areas? Those are things that you want to really write out. What are my must-haves? What are my needs? What are things that I need to have? Because I am now giving them, in exchange for salary, I'm giving them my time and my effort. And if I feel once I'm there, I'm putting in effort, I'm really not getting anything other than salary, is it worth it for you? So those are things that you want to think about it just kind of goes back to interviewing. It really goes back to interviewing. And when you're searching for a job, your next career, I have to say your next career move, when you're really out there seeking that next career move, don't think about things that are on the surface. Don't think about things on the surface. Think about, look at the job description. A lot of times the job description is really not what they're looking for. But look at that job description. If that fits for you, that's the first gate that you go through. The second gate, when you are interviewing, what does that feel like for you? What does that look like for you? And you have to have a strategy around that. How do you walk into that interview? How do you virtually now? How do you show up at in the interview? What are the questions that you ask? It's all about strategy. It's all about creating a win-win situation as well, because yes, you are looking for what suits you, but also to get the job, what suits them, right? So you want to think about those things. So when I say stop searching for a dream job, I'm really saying stop searching for the things that are just on the surface and ignoring the red flags. You want to look for what's ideal for you, write down what's ideal for you, and that's the foundation to the questions that you will be asking in an interview. So I hope that was helpful. If anyone has any comments, please put some comments in, ask me any questions, but really it's what's ideal for me. And so I work with, like I said, I work with professional women early to mid-career, and I have now what I am offering is my mentorship, my career mentorship in C-Suite. And you guys can find that for Instagram, the link in the bio, and for Facebook, the link in the video, and it's all over the page, C-Suite Success Society. In that, I am literally preparing you with everything you need for the different journeys in your career, the different phases of your career, seeking a new opportunity, seeking a promotion within the company that you're working with, and raises. Promotion and raise go hand in hand. And they should, and I teach you and show you how. And also how to have the first 90 days be a success, and how that lays a foundation going forward. So that could be first 90 days in any new position, or first 90 days with a new responsibility that you have, a new project, whatever the case may be. It's your first 90. You want to make sure that lays the foundation of success. And I show you how to do that and get quick wins, because then you can take that and utilize that within, your career journey and wherever you are. So that's C-Suite. So check that out. That is definitely in the link in the bio on Instagram, and that is all over my Facebook page, Jackie Mitchell Career Consulting in there. So that, my friends, is my tip for the week. I will be back next Friday, 12:30 next Friday. And I'm going to say next Friday, we're going to talk about managing up and working with someone versus working for someone. It is a very important topic. Guys, I hope you got a lot of value out of what I talked about today. Let me know if you want more information. Definitely send me a DM or a private message on Instagram, on Facebook. You can contact me either way. Check out my website, JackieMitchellCC.com. to get some more information. There's tons of free resources there for you in the blog, on the podcast, benchtalk.com, and also in the different posts that I have. I'll link that out to different resources as well. So I will be back here next Friday, 12:30 Eastern Standard Time. I am in Florida. I know some of you see the posts I have. She's from Brooklyn. Yes, I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York, but I have been in Florida for forever, since high school, or around that. But can't take the Brooklyn away. I just need to say that. So guys, have an awesome rest of your day. It is Friday, 1:00 for me. And have a great weekend, everybody. See you guys next Friday. Bye.